Guys? Today I have this awesome 80s boombox that's in really good condition. It's a Panasonic, and it pretty much fully works. Some of these potentiometers are a little scratchy, and also the radio works. It's a good song, I don't want to get copyrighted. So, the problem is with these tape decks, both of them are cooked. This one eats tapes. This one also eats tapes, but the rewind and fast forward buttons are completely broken. So, yeah, I'm not really too sure I'm gonna repair those, but I'll show you what happens. So I have this shitty Skid Row tape, and I don't like Skid Row, so that's why I'm using it as my demonstration. And I'll hit play. Should start playing. And you'll hear it plays, but I'm just going to turn it down so I don't get copyrighted. Alright, and you just heard, it just totally crapped out on me. And now we can pull it out, and yep. Oof, it completely just ate my tape. Oh no, not my Skid Row tape. Oh no, this thing's worth like a whole 2 cents. So you can see that just completely demolished my tape. Now imagine if that happened to a tape I liked, like Journey Frontiers. That did. My Journey Frontiers tape is damaged because of this stupid tape deck. So I'll wind this back up and I'll show you with the other one. It does the same thing, except unlike this one, the fast forward and rewind buttons don't work. So this one's completely cooked. It does play, but barely. And then this one unwinds the cassettes, and well, both of them unwind the cassettes. So yeah, we're gonna try to fix that. I've never worked on a tape deck. I literally just spent the last 30 minutes, researching whatever the hell a pinch roller and a capstan is. And something I noticed, I'll put it in again. It seems like the take-up wheel or take-up reel isn't spinning, and I think that might actually be why it's not. It's basically getting eaten. Now, I saved it off of this old Emerson radio. I have this tape deck, and well, if I need any like belts or motors or any crap, I do have this, but I only have one of these. And I have 2 tape decks. So even if I can just get one tape deck working, I'd consider that a win. So I'm gonna wind this back up, and I guess we'll get to opening this. So I got the front cover off. You can see it is pretty dusty inside, but yep, I got it off. And here's just the bare bones of it. So let's look at these broken buttons here, and you can see. You look real close. This one that works has a plastic tab on the top. Actually, does it work? Oh yeah, it doesn't stay down though. But the tab's broken, so it basically kind of slips off like that. But these buttons, you can see, ooh, do they work? Oh, you see? Yeah, you gotta hit stop. I forgot how these things work apparently. So, yeah, and this probably would still work. Without the front. It just, like this is power here, this is volume. It just doesn't have any of the labels. Ew. Wow, this thing's dirty. I mean, it's like 40 years old, so what do you expect? So, yeah, well, I mean, I'll try to play a tape in here and see what it does exactly. Alright, so let's hit play. Oh, I think I gotta hold it in. Yep. And then that's where it unwinds. Interesting. Alright, well, this just wrecked another tape. Great. Well, oh well. That one wasn't that great anyways. So, reviewing the footage, it actually doesn't seem like it has anything to do with the capstan or the pinch roller. It seems like the take-up reel just isn't spinning, so that could either mean a dead motor or a dead belt. So we gotta take this deck out and see if there's any damage to the belt or the motor. So the reason the take-up reel doesn't seem to be spinning is, ooh, oh, that does some weird things with the refresh rate on this camera. But it seems, so basically when you hit play, it moves this gear up, and this should start spinning, allowing the take-up reel to spin, but this doesn't seem to be spinning. Now, there's this belt here that is very much spinning. Oh, my hands smell like 80s grease now. So I think there might be like a belt here that might have gone on both of them. So I'm gonna take the deck out and see if I can if I can see anything like screwed. Ouch. Well, that's definitely a problem. Oh wow, look, it's just completely disintegrating in my hands. That's what happens to rubber after 40 years. It's like all sticky and oh crap, I gotta wash my hands. So yeah, that belt completely disintegrated. It's just completely gone, and then therefore that's not spinning the take-up reel. So I want to see if one of these belts can actually fit in place. They seem like the same distance, and I'm pretty sure that might work if I just grab a replacement belt, because these are in good condition. These are from a stereo from like 2000, and these are from 1980 something. This belt seems okay. Let's see about this one. Wow, and this one looks like it's completely missing a belt. So that might explain some of the rattling noise. Actually, no, that wouldn't make a rattling noise. I'm gonna go wash my hands and see if I can swap this belt out. Alright, so I got this new belt on, and it seems like it's working. Now, it still has all the gunk of the old thing on, but it seems to work. Low-key, I might just get like a Q-tip and a paper and like some isopropyl alcohol and just see if I can get all that old rubber off. But I'm like pretty sure this will work. Put it up right. It's not unwinding anymore. No way. It's not unwinding anymore. Hold up. Okay. So, assuming this other belt it will fit, I might actually be able to fit both of these with just the scrap player. That's holy crap. It didn't unwind. It actually didn't unwind, and I know the sensor works. Oh, my phone is complaining that the battery's too low to use flash. So, I'm gonna have to I guess I'm gonna have to hold this flashlight in my mouth. I'm gonna hold her So it doesn't seem to be unwinding. Oh. That also seems to be working. So all I need is, I'm just gonna, oh my god, wow. That's awful with the refresh rate. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna super glue these buttons in. Okay, so the super glue, I put on these buttons. I put some up here too, and on here. It is working extremely well now. And I just got finished gluing this plastic piece together, so let's hope this will be okay. So it looks like we're not going to be repairing deck B until I can get another donor cassette deck, because this band just completely broke. So that's, oh well, deck A is the more important one because it has like all the recording and crap. So I guess deck B is just going to sit, screwed for a little while, which is fine because at least deck A is going to work, and deck B can't unwind tapes now because the feed thing literally broke. So yeah, that's kind of cooked, but oh well. Okay, so where I left off was I was like, well, I guess deck B is not going to work because I currently don't have a donor tape deck. You know what I realized? You could probably buy these things on eBay, and I was right. I got a 50-piece tape deck belt, varying sizes, for $5, and that's also going to replace these. Let me turn this on. These other belts here, because I mean, this belt is like 20 years old, and like this belt is like 40 years old. Like, you know, considering this one broke, I mean, realistically, how long is it going to be until this one breaks? So I'm just going to wait for this to arrive and do a full belt replacement. But I am going to put this one back on temporary to see if it does work. And yes, before any of you guys freak out, I'm gonna be cleaning that deteriorated rubber off. But I'm going to test this first. Another thing you guys might have noticed is that this wheel fell off. And that's probably why the belt came off and got tangled in my test. But I guess I'm a little stupid. So I took that off of this donor deck, and you know, I'm honestly just gonna keep this because that might be useful later. And now this has a wheel just like this one. So yeah, both of these should work once I get the belts in. But that's honestly probably the reason why the belt broke, is because it got tangled in the motor, because it got, you know, dislodged here, and because I put it up here weirdly because, you know, it wouldn't reach down here. It was just a whole show, but I think I have it figured out now. So yeah, I'm gonna put this belt on and we're gonna test this deck. Okay, so I just got jump scared by this thing. It wasn't related to the cassette. Someone had it on radio and the volume was all the way up. So I have a speaker connected, and the speaker definitely works. I'm not sure about it anymore. So I'm gonna put this in. Try to hit play. Try to get it to latch. Got it latched. Let's turn up the volume. As you can hear, it's playing the tape at accurate enough speed. Next thing I gotta do is I'll just replace the belts on both of them, and the whole thing should be fully functional again. Okay, so it's about a week later, and these things showed up. DHL sucks, they were late. So this should have look, there's even a little boombox icon. This should have the the belt size I need. So, yeah, I'm gonna use these belts I saved for a size reference, and we're gonna pick them out. Alright, so I found the same size. These ones are a little bigger, but they should work. I found the replacement belts, and now we're gonna take the tape deck out. And by the way, actually, I cleaned the buttons, and like, they look like a mirror because of how nice and shiny they are. So I'm gonna take this thing out, and I'm gonna put these new belts on. Okay, I'm gonna take the flashlight out of my mouth. Okay, so, as you can see, I got this belt on. I actually had to take this wheel off. And you can see they are spinning equally without any problem. So I'm gonna do that to this one. And then I'm gonna put the big belts from here to the motor. So yeah. Alright, so I had to use tighter belts for everything. But it is all spinning now. You can see. It's all spinning when I spin this wheel. And of course, obviously the motor is, let's see, also spinning. See if we can get it in here. It's focusing on that yellow wire. It's all mechanically working. So I'm gonna fully put it back together and we're gonna test this. Oh, you caught me listening to Piano Man. Okay, so now we'll test the decks. Starting with deck 1, I'll turn my flash on so we can see what's going on in there. It's probably going to be a little while. Oh, did I break it? Why is it not latching? Did I put it in right? Hold up. Okay, there we go. So it's a little slowed down, but it might take it a little while for the tape to kind of fix itself. Fast forward works. rewind is barely working. Okay. Well, let's test if, you know, deck 2 works any better. Should. I hope it does. Alright, that's back up to about normal speed. 2, 3. Yeah, that's... It's a little slow. Rewind works. Fast forward works. So, okay, deck 2 is fully functional. Deck A is a little weird, but it is better than it was, obviously. So it's kind of playing at normal speed now. Obviously, it's a little slower than normal. I'll compare it. I'll hear the tempo change. It's a little slower. So this is probably playing at 97 and this is probably playing at 99. But honestly, it's listenable and it's accurate enough. And I'd call that a successful repair. Okay, so now the rewind's working. Yeah, rewind's weird. It works sometimes when it wants to, sometimes it doesn't. The rewind fully works on this deck, though, so I'm honestly not too angry. Yeah, I'm gonna put all the speakers back, and I'll give you some final thoughts. So some closing thoughts on this repair. It was most definitely worth it to get the tape decks on this thing working again. I mean, all you needed is some $5 belts. I needed a donor tape deck, because mine was missing a part, which I actually found lodged inside of the case. And if you have a tape deck from this era, it probably has the same problem as mine. The belts have probably just turned to goop after the years. In terms of the boombox, I love this boombox. I love how it sounds. I love how it looks. It even can run on batteries. So it takes 6 D cells, and it has a line in. And yes, you guys know I've used this as a Bluetooth speaker. The tuner on it works amazing. And just look at the damn thing, it looks so badass. And of course now with both tape decks working. And, oh my god, the rewind wants to work, okay. This is an amazing boombox, and I'm super happy with this repair. This thing is going to be awesome in the future. There we go. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.